Close call in Contra Costa County tonight. Retardant covers homes, cars, even fire trucks after flames came dangerously close to a neighborhood.
All of a sudden, it got to the top of the ridge of the hill, and within 2 minutes, flat, it was down that entire hill, heading towards all of the homes, all of our neighbors.
Now, tonight, the good news, forward progress has been stopped on that brush fire that burned about 460 acres today. Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Greg Lee. The Point fire broke out around 3 o'clock this afternoon in Concord, not far from Highway 4. It forced people in Bay Point to evacuate. KTVU's Amber Lee joins us now live. Amber, some very scary moments for neighbors this afternoon.
Greg, there is definitely a deep sense of relief and gratitude for the firefighters' quick actions, according to the people who live in this neighborhood. They say this came way too close for comfort. Many have lived here for years, and they say this is the first time they've had a close call like this. I want to show you what it looks like out here right now. We're told that most people who were evacuated are back home tonight. You can see fire crews are still here, and CAL FIRE tells me there will be crews out here throughout the night to keep a close eye on hot spots, and it's a very good thing because in the few hours that we've been out here, the wind has definitely picked up. So you got to think, that they need to really keep a close eye, because one of the neighbors told me that the embers were huge, when we first got out here, and it was just very scary. And then it's a good thing that no structures were burned and there are no reports of injuries, but that is the latest from here.
Amber, we know we've been talking to neighbors all afternoon. Can you talk about perhaps some of the preparations they have made for fear that this might happen in an area that has so much brush?
Absolutely. A lot of people said they were prepared. They had defensible space around their yard, around their property. People had hauled out their hoses and sprinklers and started to take care of business themselves. They didn't wait for firefighters to show up. Even though firefighters did show up rather quickly, they said they took matters into their own hands. They had go bags. The early warning system worked. They got their alerts on their phones. People told me they packed up their, the valuables such as photo albums, important paperwork, passports, insurance papers. They weren't going to take a chance. Now, I asked them where did they go once they cleared out of their neighborhood. They said they just drove in their cars somewhere close enough where they can keep an eye on things, but not too close to stay safe. That's pretty much all they could do. But people just pretty much stayed in their cars, somewhere in the area. And that's, the sense is that they were just relieved that firefighters, they said both CAL FIRE and Contra Costa Fire were very quick to come out here. They said a battalion chief actually went door to door, knocking on their doors, letting people know. Neighbors were notifying each other. So it was just like a community-wide effort.
Yeah, good reminder about the dangers of fire season. Amber Lee live for us tonight. Amber, thank you. And